There is something vital I need you to hear, and I want you to feel it deeply. Do not just understand it with your mind, but feel it in your chest. Because right now, without you being fully aware of it, a woman in your life may be sending you signals that are incredibly subtle, quietly intense, and easy to miss. You might be walking straight past them every day, not realizing what she is actually trying to offer you. So, pause for a moment, stop scrolling, just listen carefully. If you have ever questioned whether a woman wants to open herself to you emotionally, mentally, and on a soul level, this is where things finally become clear. Stay with me until the end because there is something you truly need to grasp before you take any step toward her. Before we go deeper, make sure you like and subscribe so you do not miss insights into psychology that most men never hear. What you are about to step into is her inner world, a place she keeps hidden from almost every man she meets. It is the space where her body language shifts without her permission, where her voice softens in ways she cannot fully control, and where her instincts gently pull her toward you, even when she tries to hide it with humor, confidence, or emotional distance. Women do not always express attraction in clear or direct ways. Instead, they reveal it through small openings in their emotional walls, through repeated patterns they hope the right man will understand without being told. And maybe you are that man, but no one ever showed you how to read what she is quietly offering. A woman does not give herself easily or casually. When she does, it is because something about you awakens something inside her. It could be a feeling of safety, a sense of desire, deep respect, curiosity, or a pull she cannot fully explain or justify. This is not about obvious physical signals. This is about a deeper energy she only shares with a man she trusts, with the softest parts of who she is. What you are about to understand may feel like someone finally turned on the lights in a room you have been stumbling through for years. So take a breath. Let go of old confusion. Let go of second guessing. Let go of constantly wondering whether she likes you or only sees you as another man who will eventually disappoint her. Let me walk you through the hidden flow of female psychology. These are the signals she hopes you will notice, the quiet signs she gives because she wants you to move closer, not pull away. Stay right here because this is where clarity truly starts. She may want you closer, but she will almost never say that openly. Instead, she allows the truth to slip through in small behaviors, moments she hopes you will notice without forcing her to fully expose her heart. When a woman starts wanting to give herself to you emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually, her guard does not disappear all at once. It softens slowly, it bends, it flickers in and out. And those small flickers are what most men miss because they are waiting for loud confessions, bold actions, or dramatic changes. But attraction at the psychological level does not announce itself. It speaks quietly. It shows up through instinct, not planning, through reactions she does not fully understand herself. If you do not know what to look for, you will miss some of the most meaningful signs of intimacy she is offering you. You will notice it in the way she listens to you with full attention, in a way she does not give to others. You will feel it in how her eyes stay on you just a little longer than necessary, not driven by lust, but by emotional interest. She begins to care about your opinions more than she expected. She includes you in conversations she does not share with just anyone. She starts matching your energy without realizing it. Your rhythm, your humor, your way of speaking. This is not chance. This is emotional alignment happening below her conscious awareness. When a woman begins to show you a softer version of herself, the one she usually keeps protected, that is one of the strongest foundations of hidden desire. Her voice lowers slightly when she speaks to you. Her facial expressions soften. She may touch her hair or adjust her posture because her body wants to feel open instead of guarded. Even her breathing changes around you, becoming slower, deeper, and calmer. These changes come from instinct, not intention. But here is what many men fail to notice. When a woman wants to give herself to you, she becomes more aware of your emotional state. She notices when your energy drops. She remembers small details you mentioned only once. She checks on you without making it obvious. She becomes emotionally invested. A woman only invests this way when she feels that a man understands her, grounds her, and makes her feel safe. There is another signal she cannot fully hide. Even when she tries, she becomes vulnerable in small, unplanned moments. She might share a fear. She may admit a mistake. She could open up about a dream she rarely talks about. Vulnerability is how a woman opens the door slightly to see if you will step forward or walk past without noticing. Sometimes the clearest sign that a woman wants to give herself to you appears when she is trying the hardest to hide it. Her mind tells her to act normal, to stay composed, to protect her pride. But her behavior reveals the truth every time. She becomes more aware of you, not in a nervous way, but in a deeply tuned-in way. She notices when you enter a room. She senses shifts in your mood. She feels when your attention moves elsewhere. And even if she acts like she does not care, her body language tells a different story. Another quiet sign appears in how she reacts when your attention goes to someone else. She will not usually show obvious jealousy, especially if she is trying to keep her emotions under control, but there will be small changes. Her voice may become softer. Her mood might dip slightly. She could pull back for a moment, not to punish you, but because something inside her tightens at the idea of losing your focus. Women rarely feel this way unless they are emotionally open to a man. It is not about control. It is about emotional attachment forming faster than she expected, making her more sensitive to where your interest goes. She may also begin seeking your approval in ways that seem small but reveal a lot. She might adjust how she looks when she knows she will see you, even though she will never say that is why. She pays close attention to your reactions, hoping to catch even the smallest sign that you notice her effort. When she respects you deeply, she becomes more careful with how she presents herself. This is not about ego, it is about connection. One of the strongest signs appears in her emotional openness. When a woman starts trusting you with her honest thoughts, even in small amounts, it means her defenses are lowering in a way that is hard to undo. She may share personal stories, talk about what scares her, open up about dreams she keeps private, or admit worries she normally hides. She lets you into the quiet corners of her mind because something about you feels stable, genuine, and safe. That level of emotional access is never random. It is a quiet invitation into her inner world and one of the clearest signals of desire. There comes a moment in a woman's inner experience when her attraction stops being just a feeling and turns into instinct. You will notice it not by what she says, but by what she allows herself to do around you. One clear sign is how comfortable she becomes showing you different sides of her personality. She does not stay in one role. Some days she is soft and gentle. Other days she is playful, teasing, or slightly unpredictable. This range is not confusion, it is closeness. A woman only reveals multiple layers when she wants a man to truly see her and hopes he will accept all of her. Another sign appears in how she positions herself around you. She finds reasons to be near you, not in an obvious way, but in a natural one. She might choose a seat close to you even when others are available. She may stand beside you without needing to. She leans in when she speaks, even if the room is quiet. Physical closeness is psychological. Women move closer to men they feel drawn to and safe with. You will also notice a change in her energy when she laughs with you. Her laughter becomes freer, more relaxed, and more genuine. She laughs longer and with less restraint than she does with others. That kind of open laughter is a sign of emotional release. Her guard is not just lowered, it is at ease around you. There is also a subtle form of testing that often shows up not to control you, but to understand you. She may ask deeper questions about your values, your past, your boundaries, and your future plans. She is trying to see who you really are beneath the surface. She wants to know how you think, how you handle pressure, and how you treat people. These questions are not casual curiosity. They are her way of checking whether it is safe to open herself further. When a woman wants to give herself to you, she becomes curious about your inner world the same way she hopes you are curious about hers. She also begins to relax her expectations around you. She does not feel the need to impress you constantly. She allows moments of silence. She lets herself be imperfect. This comfort is powerful. It means she feels accepted, and acceptance is a foundation of deep attraction. If you pay close attention, you will notice that she starts making space for you in her life. She mentions you to others. She includes you in plans, even small ones. She adjusts her schedule slightly to align with yours. These actions may seem minor, but they require emotional energy, and women do not give that energy without reason. All of these signs point to one thing. She is opening herself slowly and carefully, hoping you will notice and respond with awareness instead of fear or confusion. The truth is, many men miss this moment not because they are incapable, but because they doubt themselves. They overthink, they hesitate, they wait for certainty. But attraction does not wait forever. When a woman opens these doors, she is offering trust. And how you respond determines whether that trust deepens or quietly fades away. She looks for your emotional depth, not because she questions you, but because she wants to align herself with a man she feels she can rely on. When a woman begins exploring your mindset with real curiosity instead of judgment, she is quietly picturing what emotional closeness with you might truly feel like. She is not testing you to catch flaws. She is listening to understand you. But one of the most ignored signs appears here. She allows you to influence her, not dominate her, not direct her life, but gently influence her. She listens to your advice. She remembers things you suggest. She experiments with something you casually mentioned weeks ago. This kind of openness is deeply personal. A woman only allows this level of influence from a man she respects, admires, and silently hopes might play a bigger role in her life over time. There is a phase where a woman starts sending signals she is not even fully aware of herself because her emotions begin moving faster than her logic. She feels something shifting inside her before she can explain it. One of the strongest hidden signs shows up when she begins sharing her daily life with you in small but steady ways. She sends little updates, not because she has to, but because She wants to feel connected to you. She lets you into her routines, her minor annoyances, her quiet wins, and the random moments that seem meaningless to everyone else, but somehow feel important when she shares them with you. This is emotional integration. She is slowly weaving you into her world, piece by piece, without making an announcement or asking permission. Another sign appears in how sensitive she becomes to your emotional tone. If you go quiet, she notices. If something feels off with you, she senses it before you explain anything. She checks in, not out of duty, but from genuine concern. Her intuition sharpens around you. A woman only taps into that deeper emotional awareness with a man she feels connected to in a way she may not fully understand yet. You may also notice she starts remembering very small details about you, things you barely remember saying. Your favorite snack, a story from your childhood, a deadline you were stressed about, a goal you casually mentioned late at night. This is not accidental. This is emotional prioritization. She is collecting pieces of you because she is beginning to see you as someone important, someone worth paying attention to, someone whose inner world matters to her. Then there is the way she supports you even in quiet, subtle ways. She encourages you when you doubt yourself. She reminds you of your strengths when you forget them. She stands with you in conversations, validating your perspective without turning the focus back to herself. She becomes a steady, emotional anchor, offering reassurance without asking for anything in return. A woman does not do this for a man she sees as temporary. She does this when she feels a deeper pull, when she senses something meaningful forming and wants to invest emotionally. One of the most revealing signs is how she allows you to see her softer sides. She tells you when she feels overwhelmed. She admits when she is insecure. She opens up about parts of herself she usually keeps hidden. That vulnerability is not an accident. It is an offering. A woman only exposes her emotional core when she hopes a man will step into a deeper role in her life, not just remain on the surface. There comes a point when a woman's desire shifts from quiet curiosity into something deeper, heavier, and more instinctive. She does not announce it. She does not label it, but you can feel it in the way she becomes emotionally synchronized with you. When a woman wants to give herself to you, she begins aligning her inner rhythm with yours. She adjusts to your pace of conversation, your way of thinking, your emotional temperature. This is not copying you, it is resonance. She is unconsciously creating harmony because she wants closeness without pressure. You may notice she becomes more patient with you than she is with others. She listens fully without distractions, without rushing. She becomes intentional with her presence because something inside her is choosing you, even if she has not said it out loud. Another quiet sign appears in how she protects the connection. She becomes more selective about who she talks to about you. Not because she is hiding you, but because she does not want outside opinions to interfere with what she is building internally. She keeps certain moments private. She guards the energy she shares with you. She becomes more mindful of how her actions might affect how you see her. A woman only protects a bond when she sees potential in it. When she feels you matter, she becomes careful not to risk the emotional closeness growing between you. Perhaps the deepest sign is how she allows you to influence her emotional world. She may not say it directly, but she starts valuing your perspective more than she expected. She asks what you think, not to be polite, but because your thoughts genuinely matter to her. She adjusts decisions when your advice feels right to her. She becomes more open to growth because she sees you as someone who adds strength to her life, not someone who drains her energy. This level of emotional openness is rare. Women do not give it casually. It is a quiet way of saying she trusts you with her emotional balance. Once she reaches this level of trust, she is already imagining how deep a connection with you could go, even if she is still guarded on the surface. These signals are not random. They are the gradual unfolding of a woman preparing to let you into her inner world. Here is the truth most men miss. When a woman reaches the point where she wants to give herself to you, she does not just feel attraction, she feels certainty. It is a calm, steady pull that grows when she trusts your character, values your presence, and feels truly seen by you. This final sign is the deepest because it means she has opened a door inside herself that she keeps locked from almost everyone. She begins imagining what life feels like with you as part of it, not as a visitor, but as a constant presence. She pictures your energy in her daily spaces, your voice in her home, the way you would look at her when she is exhausted, the comfort of your steadiness when life becomes heavy. A woman only allows her mind to wander into that future when she feels emotionally safe. And safety for a woman is not about control or force. It is about consistency, respect, and emotional presence. She may also start sharing her fears about love, not to scare you away, but to see if you can carry the weight of her heart. She watches how you respond. Do you listen without judgment? Do you stay calm? Do you show patience? Because when a woman wants to give herself to a man, she needs to know her heart will be handled with care. There is another part most men never notice. She begins matching your effort without being asked. She initiates conversations. She supports your growth. She protects the connection because it matters to her. This is the quiet moment where a woman chooses you. When you notice these signs, do not rush, do not pressure, do not second guess yourself. Respond with calm confidence, emotional stability, and presence. She is not searching for perfection. She is looking for a man who is grounded, respectful, and self-aware. If something shifted inside you while reading this, it is because you are starting to understand what women rarely say openly. Take a breath, stand a little taller, step into the man you were meant to become, and before you go, subscribe and like so you never miss insights that help you understand women with clarity, confidence, and strength. Every idea you learn here shapes you into a man who moves with purpose, listens with intention, and loves with quiet strength. Women trust deeply when they feel truly seen. When the connection moves past these initial signs, you enter a stage where her trust becomes an active choice rather than just a feeling. It is a transition where she stops wondering if you are the right man and starts acting as though you already are. One of the most telling signs in this next phase is her willingness to let you see her in her unpolished moments. This isn't just about her being tired or having a bad day. It is about her letting go of the need to be perfect for you. She might share her frustrations with a friend, her minor insecurities about her work, or her messy thoughts that don't have a clear answer. By showing you her cracks, she is checking to see if you will try to fix her or if you will simply stand by her. A woman who wants to give herself to you fully is looking for a partner who can handle the reality of her life, not just the highlight reel she shows the rest of the world. You will also notice that her loyalty begins to manifest in quiet, protective ways. She becomes your biggest advocate even when you aren't around to hear it. She defends your character if someone questions it, and she takes pride in your wins as if they were her own. This happens because her identity is beginning to link with yours in a healthy, respectful way. She no longer sees your success as separate from the relationship. She sees it as part of the foundation you are building together. At this stage, her communication shifts from being polite to being deeply honest. She will tell you when you have hurt her feelings or when she disagrees with you, not to start a fight, but because she values the relationship enough to keep it clean of resentment. She trusts that the bond is strong enough to handle the truth. Finally, she begins to invite you into her long-term vision without making it a heavy or scary conversation. It shows up in how she talks about the future, using we instead of I when mentioning upcoming events or goals. She might ask for your input on a big decision she is making, or she might simply share her dreams for the next few years to see if they align with yours. This is the ultimate sign of emotional surrender. She is weaving her path into yours, hoping that you are ready to walk it at the same pace. When a woman reaches this point, she is no longer just interested, she is invested. She is offering you a seat at the center of her life, and the way you honor that invitation will define the entire future of the connection.